Hello world, hopefully everything looks and sounds okay. We're going to go ahead and start a new Xcode project, and from there, going to work on building out a detail view. Let me just start a new, if I knew where to go. Boom. Project. All right, let's move this to the right window. Come on. Computer. All right, so now I have Xcode open. Let's go over quickly what we'll be building out. So a week ago, I don't remember. I think I posted in the community tab on YouTube. If not, I posted on LinkedIn. So we're going to be building out this view, which is kind of like the detail view in the Zillow app. So you can scroll through here, see a bunch of house images, and you got buttons here that do fun buttony things, and you pull up here and you got detail view, which doesn't have a lot of details at the moment, but you could fill that out. Anywho, yeah, pull that back down. That's what we're going to be building out. So it's a ZStack with a presentation sheet and some buttons, and obviously our background is interactive, which is a modifier you got to add. But yeah, I think that should be pretty fun. So let's go here and go iOS app, go next, and we'll call this Zillow. I really should check the mic before I start using the keyboard. Zillow. Obviously, the clone, I wouldn't have Zillow stuff on here. Go next, and desktop's fine. Just expand this to be full size. And we're going to go ahead and keep this as is. We're just going to go ahead and create a detail view. So I like to highlight whatever file I want my new file to be under, and then I press N on the keyboard and enter, and we create a new file under that. This will be a SwiftUI view, so we'll go ahead and click the next button. I'm going to call it property detail view, because that seems like it makes sense. And before we go too much further, I do need to bring in some images that I got from the interwebs. Let's go to assets. So I got these from the internet just because, just from grabbing screenshots, not super fancy. Just went on Zillow.com, the website, and found a house and took screenshots. Yeah, not super fancy, but needed some images. So go back to Xcode. Anywho, all right, now that we got our images in the assets folder here, I just got 17. You get however many you want, and we got our new view built started. We're gonna start building that out. So, and apologize to not doing daily live streams, but anywho. So first we want to create a ZStack, and then the easiest way is just cut that out and go ZST. Not going to do anything fancy with alignment or anything, so we'll just have a ZStack, and we're going to have our image scroll view here. Scroll view here, and then we also want a VStack, it looks like. VStack here. All right, so let's look at the image scroll view, which I'm just looking at some of the code I wrote for this. Looks pretty basic, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll just copy the name so I keep things consistent. Copy. I'm going to come over here, and before I can create any new files, I might just organize this into a new group from selection. And we'll call this detail view, like so. And then we have all our detail view code in one group, in one folder. So hopefully keep things organized that way. Underneath our property detail view, we'll go ahead and create a new SwiftUI view. And we're just going to call it image scroll view. So it's going to be super basic. It's just going to be where all the images are scrolling by. And to do that, we're just going to remove this. And we're just going to go scroll view, like so. And inside of our scroll view, we're going to go ahead and do a for each. So we're just going to go for, well, maybe we'll do it this way. We'll go image, like so. Open parenthesis, I believe it is called. And we're going to use a string. So property. And that property, if we just go property 1, you can see we have an image. If we go property 12, we have a different image. It's obviously too big, so we'll fix that by doing a dot resizable. And that's looking better, I suppose. And then we're going to give it an aspect ratio of dot fit, like so. So that looks pretty good for one image. I also want to give it a dot padding of dot vertical, so just vertical padding, obviously. And we want to give that a negative value of 3. This is just because no space between your negative and your 3. Anyway, now that we have this, we're going to just go command click, or not command click, 2-finger click on a MacBook Air. If you have it set up like that, if not, I don't. It's option click, I believe. Anywho, we're going to go repeat. So just RE and go repeat. And this is going to go 0 through 5. And obviously it's repeating the same image here, which is not what we want. So we just want to go 1 through, what's it, 18, 17, something like that. And then what we want to do here is we're just going to use an index, and we're going to change this out to use string interpolation, which is always fun. That's not like joking, but I find string interpolation super cool for some reason. It's basic, but it's fun. And we're just going to put in the index like that. And now we've got the first image and the second image and third and all the images. So in this nice little scroll view, and we got this little bit of spacing in between each, this little white strip. And if I took out, commented that out, you can see they're thicker. So I'm using a magic number, just a hard-coded value. So apologies for that. Anywho, what next? I mean, that looks pretty good, right? Detail view is detailed. I guess on our scroll view, right there, we're going to go dot ignore safe area, and then inside here we don't want to just ignore all the safe areas. We want to go edges, edge, and here we're just going to do dot top. And the reason we're doing that is because if we comment that out, you see we have this nice big gap up here. But if you look at the Zillow app, there's no gap. So, and I don't care about the other, I don't want to ignore anything else. So that's why we're doing that. We're also going to put another hard-coded number in here because I didn't think through this a whole bunch to get a better solution at the time. So we're just going to do bottom, and we're going to set in a hard-coded value of 212. Now we have this padding. So you can see we can scroll here, scroll all the way down to the bottom. Here's our last image. Scroll padding. That's where our sheet's going to be. So again, better way to do it than doing this, but it's fine for now. So I think that is everything we need for our property, our stack view image scroll view. Next, I think what we want is, I'm going to create this because it's a pretty long name that I wrote up. And we're going to go back to our property detail view, which isn't looking amazing at the moment, but we're going to go ahead and do image scroll view like so. And now we've got an image scroll view, which is awesome. And then we're going to go ahead and paste in the state property. We're going to keep it private variable is property detail sheet presented. And we're going to say true because we want to keep this view, this sheet presented. Anyway, I had to think about that one. But let's see, what do we want to add here? We want to add a vertical stack, and we're going to go VStack like so. And this VStack isn't going to have any, apologize for that. I don't know if you're picking up extra noise in the background. Anywho, got to start these streams later. What am I doing now? VStack. Stuff goes here. Let's say some view here. We'll come back to that. Might as well just put a color or something. I don't know. We'll put something there. Put a spacer here. And then here we are going to create an uneven rounded rectangle. Yeah. Top leading radius for this is going to be 8. Trying to remember why we have this, but it's here apparently, so. And it's got, what, all of them? Oh, I know why we have this. There would be in the Zillow app, there's the Zillow app, some kind of information. I don't remember now. Obviously, I did not do my research. So now we're going to do top trailing, and we're going to do 8 as well. And then we're going to give this a dot foreground style. Oops, too soon. Foreground style, because if we did foreground color will be deprecated. So we go style now. And we're going to go dot cayenne. That looks better than it did, I suppose. And we're going to go dot frame. And then if you just start typing in the next, after you type in the modifier name, you can start typing in like the parameter you want to pass in, and shows up. So we'll go with height, and we're going to go with a value of 42. And look at that, it looks amazing, I suppose. Alright, so let's VStack. Gonna give it a dot padding dot bottom of 180. And there we go. Things are looking super snazzy. A lot of hard-coded numbers. Perhaps that's something we should look into avoiding in the future. As if you were to do team review of this, someone could look at that and be like, that is just the worst. So don't wanna do that. All right, we want to do ZStack on our ZStack here. Close all this up. ZStack. Gonna go dot sheet is presented, and here we're gonna go ahead and give it a binding to our state property, which is going to be is present property detail sheet presented. And it's true. Boom. Yep, because we set it to true right here. We could also set it to false. And if preview ever, yep, there we go. And there's gone. But true is what we want. True. Then we're going to clean this up, because I hate, it's just a style thing. Could have been left that way. And then here we want to create another view, which is going to be called property detail. Property detail. Property detail sheet view. Sheet view. This is going to complain, obviously. We never made a property detail sheet view, but we will. Should it be below the scroll view? Probably, I don't know. Doesn't matter. There we go. So now, if we go hello sheet and go back to our property detail view, we should have a hello sheet. That's pretty cool. But now we're going to do our presentation detents. Sets the available detents for enclosing sheet. Could be saying that wrong. Apologize. This is going to be an array, and inside of our array we're going to have a dot fraction, so a CG float basically. And then in here we're going to go 0.24. Looks pretty good. Looks better than it did. But as you can tell, we can't pull the thing up anymore. The sheet doesn't go up. That's not awesome. Let's go down. Oh, we can dismiss it. So we're going to go Command B and then Option Command P. Replace. Don't ask again, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, and then we're going to let preview catch up, and boom, our sheet's back. But still, we can't lift the sheet up, which could be problematic when people want to look at, more details. I mean, sure, they can look at images. Oh, shoot, they can't even scroll. Our app has become not horribly pleasant at this point. I can't scroll my image view, and I can't pull my sheet up for details. So, how do we solve this? Well, let's solve one actually first. Here is an array, right? So there's comma separated values. We're going to go dot large. Now, you see our little gray indicator thing here? Now we can pull up. Ta-da! Sheet view is looking good. Now we can pull it back down. Alright, sheet view is looking awesome. There's only one problem left, I think. Can't scroll these images, which is a pain, and is not the way the Zillow app works. So we're going to go dot present, excuse me, background interaction. Controls whether people can interact with the view behind the presentation. So we're going to go bam, and then we're going to go dot enabled, damn it. We're going to do up through dot, this is going to be a fraction because we're using the dot fraction 0.024. So we could just come over here and copy this exactly, and boom. Now we've got We've got an interactive background. That is amazing. Ah, it's so smooth. Anywho, now we've got a interactive background, which is amazing. Even though we have an error here. Expected it. Nope, it went away. Nope, Xcode decided that's not it. Alright, it's looking pretty good. Alright, we're going to put something here. So what are we going to put there? We are going to put a top button stack, which is just going to be an HStack. Let's copy the name, and we're going to go here. We're going to go new file. We're going to go, yikes, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Bedtime. Yes, I have a watch tell me bedtime. Anywho. SwiftUI view. Next. Paste that in. Create. Wait. Repeat. Create, wait, repeat. Oh, my kid has a shirt. It's called Eat, Sleep, Creep. Eat, creep, sleep, repeat. Because it's creepers from Minecraft. I had to think about that. Like, wait, what do they do? Bunch of creepers. But anywho. Random things. So we're just going to go get rid of this. HStack. And inside of our HStack, we want to have a button, because buttons are awesome. And we want to go action. Not going to do anything with our action at the moment, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. And go ahead and get rid of that. And again, this is a stylistic thing. It makes no real difference. Call some function here. Bam. Anywho, now we're going to create the button. And the button is just going to be an image. It's going to be a system image, because system images are amazing. And it's just going to be a string, because they're strings. Because strings are amazing. And we're going to do X mark. And we've got an X mark, which looks pretty cool. But we can do better. So, I'm going to go dot font. Actually, I think I can just apply the font to the entire button. Dot font, because then we're just, I mean, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, honestly, but we'll just do that. The reason why, and again, this doesn't matter really, we could add it here, we could remove it and add it here. But I thought about it and I was like, instead of just having a bunch of modifiers to their image and then adding additional modifiers to our button, why don't we just say, here's our image, here's what we want to call, and here is like our modifiers. Anywho, I don't know. Where am I going with this? All right, we're gonna go foreground. Foreground style. That's not what I want. Style. And then in here, we're gonna go dot primary. and then it goes blue to black. Unless we're in like dark mode, then it should be white, and so forth. Anywho, now we want to go dot padding, and again with these just hard-coded values everywhere. It's not an awesome night for stuff. Background. I want to make a background for the button, and because just a floating X isn't amazing, so we're going to go background, and we're going to use the thin material, which is apparently not showing up. I'm going to go Option Command P and see why our background isn't showing up. Alright, I'm going to do something here because this white is, what is it we even previewing? This is the top bar. Let's go Option click or something on this, and we're going to go ZStack, which of course you have to go there. And we're going to go Image, Open, I'm going to go Property, 12. Boom. So I changed it to Property 12, but that's not good. Property 1. There we go. There we go. Now we have a property. Probably go resizable and dot aspect dot fit. Anywho, now we've got something behind it, so you can see there is a thin material there. It's really the only reason I'm writing this preview code like this. Anywho, that looks pretty good. But now what do we want to do? We also want to give this a clip shape so that it doesn't look like a rectangle, because it's not hip to be square. So we're going to go shape, clip shape, and circle. Now that looks beautiful. So we're in HStack, and gonna go spacer. Oops. Push the right buttons on the keyboard eventually. I'm gonna go spacer, and it's gonna go flying all the way over to this other end, which makes me think we should add some padding. Padding dot horizontal. Alright, looks better. And then we're gonna go ahead and add let's see, an HStack, but it's gonna have a bunch of stuff. I'm just gonna copy this from my old stuff because it's nothing like, oh my gosh, exciting. Oh wait, is it another HStack? No way. Alright, I'll copy this and paste it. Command A to select all, Control I to make everything nice. And then you can see I've already changed the way I do button. Oh my god. This is what I was going all weird about. That bugs me that I did that. Stupid little things like that. But anywho, that's what you do. Is showing blah blah blah. So that just creates this. We create an HStack, and then we do basically the same stuff there. We have this font, title 2 on all of these. But do we really need it on all of them, when I think we could just as easily go to here and go paste. Bam. Now I think it'd be better to have font there. But we can also, we can come over here and we can just take this out now, because we're now applying this font style, font modifier title 2, to this entire HStack. So it's just no longer needed. Keep things dry, right? Don't repeat yourself. We have modifiers, repeating modifiers everywhere, which is not 100% awesome. All right. Copied that because I didn't want to type out all this junk. But if you don't want to type this stuff out and you want to get to it really easily, you could just go Command Shift L, and you got all these little options up here. You want to go to your SF symbols, and you can start, here's all these however many crazy amount of symbols. You can type in animal, got a bear, paw print, circle.fill. So got teddy bear, that's cute. And that's that. So also for preview purposes, I want to make the alignment on this, again, just noodling around. Alignment dot top, and that should make this look a little better. And then we'll go spacing. Yeah, it doesn't have spacing. That's cool. We'll just go dot padding dot top. Shit. There we go. All right. This is just for preview purposes. It looks nicer doing it like that. Anywho, hopefully that looks pretty good. I think we're set. Now, obviously, you'd want to do stuff with these buttons, but I'm not going to do anything with them right now, so it's pretty good. I think this was the top button stack view. And there it is. So now we got our top buttons. This would dismiss the view, and the other ones would do other things. We can still scroll. We can still look at details and all of that. So pretty good so far. And our views are all, relatively small-ish. This one's, oh my God, 70. Anywho, they're all relatively small. You could break them down and make them smaller. You could keep them big. You could really do pretty much anything. But what are we doing next? We can scroll. I guess we just need to build out the detail view now. But perhaps if you want to see how the detail view is built out, which it's not a whole lot, it's pull this detail view out. You've got scroll view, probably a ZStack, left, trailing, leading aligned. These would be labels, and then I just use some string interpolation, I believe, to get all that working. And then this doesn't scroll with the scroll view because it's an overlay on the scroll view. So if you want to see that, comment below and I can make another live stream. If not, I'm sure this is pretty basic. Though one could argue this whole thing's been pretty basic. Also, that just got dismissed, and then now we don't have the thing, so we'd have to fix that too. Fun stuff to do for noodling around. But if you had to write production code, this would not be 100% awesome. Alrighty then. Apologize for the lack of live streaming. I know I said I was going to do it daily, and obviously I haven't done that. Gonna try to do it more frequently, but we'll see how things go. I do want to make a video. I believe my last live stream, someone asked me some stuff about ChatGPT. I don't know if I was rambly or how well I answered that question. So I'm going to try to make a live stream, not a live stream, I was going to make it an actual video because I get rambly if I just talk about stuff. So I was going to try to make it a focused video and give it like a YouTube-y, catchy title, cover or something. I don't know, hopefully. I'm not a graphic designer. Anywho, thank you all for watching, and I will see you again sometime. I'm going to end the live stream by doing this. Alright, ta-ta for now.